What's going on, everybody? I'm Fearless, and today we are making a Kanye West type of beat. Now, we're going to be going for a beat similar to the one in his song Follow God, because God is great and that beat is absolutely fire. So anyways, let's jump right in and see what we can do. All right, so we're going to start by finding a dope sample, and I'm going to go straight to YouTube. So if you want to find a sample on YouTube too, what I like to search for is soulful jazz samples. So what I do is I open a bunch of these playlists, and if you keep scrolling down, you're just going to see more and more playlists pop up. And what you can do is scroll through each of the samples that are going to be in there until you come across something that sparks your eye and gets you excited to cook up. Now, this is the sample that I found and we're going to be working on today. Here's a little preview of that. So there's a lot of ways that you can sample here. You can either take a chunk of this and start building the drums. You can use Ableton's Simpler and splice up the sample, which I've done many times. By the way, if you want to take that route, I have tons of videos on how to do that. In fact, I'll leave one up here on the top of the screen right now if you want to see how to do that. And another way you can do it is using Serato's sample, and this plugin is an absolute G. So what you can do is you can go ahead and grab a sample here, and we're just going to slide it in, and it's going to start analyzing our whole sample. Boom, and then once it's done, you can see it's all loaded in here, and you have a couple options down here. But if you just press Find Samples here, it's going to load everything and put it on different keys. But before we jump into the drums, it's going to be important that we get into the mind of Kanye, because Kanye is a master sampler. His drums are next level. So let's see exactly what he says when you're trying to find good drums.
If you listen to my Sonics, they wouldn't compare to anything that Dilla was doing, or anything that Dr. Dre was doing, or anything that Swiss Beatz is doing, or anything that Pharrell was doing. My drums are actually my Achilles heel. So what you guys got to understand, It's like Yeezus is an exercise in drums and mixes more than it is an exercise of hit records. We still be redoing the drums to this day.
That's Kanye all day. We used to have what we call Drum Hell Day.
What's that?
Where like once a week, me and Kanye would wake up early and go to the studio, just me and him. And he'd be on his PC 2000, I'd be on my 4000, and just pull up every song on the album over and over and just put new drums on them, you know. Just keep trying to find new shit.
The drums. I don't give a about nothing else. You hear me? Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Nothing else.
It's all about the drums.
The drums, bro. Don't up the drums. You can do everything but fuck up. Just don't fuck up the drums.
So you just heard it from the mouths of some of the biggest artists and producers of this generation. The drums matter so dang much, and you can't use bad sounds and expect to get great results. I mean, that should be obvious by now. I say that all the time. So we're going to spend a little extra time finding the best drums for this beat. And yeah, let's get right into it. All right, and what I did to the melody is I put a low and a high pass on it. Now, getting rid of some of the lows is going to get rid of that bass and the kick instrument that is in there, and rolling off the high end is going to get rid of some of those hi-hats and that crunchy high end in the snares and different things like that. And guys, I'm going to be primarily using the Blizzard Storm drum kit, which is our newest drum kit. There's a lot of dope sounds in here that we can use, so let's just start looking around. I like this one a lot. Let's try this one out. Let's try out this one. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this Kramer HLS. This is a compressor and an EQ plugin by Waves that is free today. I don't know if it's still going to be free by the time you're seeing this video. Let's see what this is like. Okay, awesome. I'm going to leave these off the grid, and I'm going to go ahead and find 4 bars that I really like and copy it over to the whole thing. Or I mean 1 or 2 bars, I mean. So let's go ahead and listen back to this. So I'm just going to move some of these off a little bit. All right, I really like that one. So let's go ahead and copy this over now. And now I really want to play with these velocities more to really accentuate how they're rolling. So I might like put these ones towards the bottom way more, something like this, and repeat that over and over again just to give it a rolling sort of a feel. Yeah, something like that. But honestly, I want to use more of a live sounding hi-hat, so let me see if I can find something. Yeah, I like that, but I only like this first hit right here, so let's almost just drag this all the way back and see how this is sounding. All right, let's get a kick in here. Now, in this Blizzard Storm kit, there's a lot of short, punchy kicks. That's exactly what we're going for. Let's check them out. Yeah, this Eagle Eye one right here. All right, so it's sounding fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab that Kramer plugin and put it on here again. So they also have this kick drum EQ in here as well, and I think putting that on will be perfect. Let's see. Okay, that's sounding fire. Let's keep going. All right, let's get an 808 in here, and there's actually one that I have in mind. Yeah, this tangy one right here. It's very clean sounding. We can go ahead and turn the volume down on that, and it'll sound really good in this beat. Let's check this out. All right, yeah, we need to turn that way down. We want it to be there, but we don't want it to be super present. We want that kick to really shine through. Let's go ahead and do some EQ sidechaining to the kick and the bass. And what we did is we put a glue compressor on the melody group right here, and we're doing the same thing except we're using a compressor this time. So it's doing a little more damage than just the EQing. In that song, Follow God, there's a like perk or a hi-hat or some kind of a crazy noise that he plays along with the hi-hat that just sounds freaking amazing. Yeah, I bet that would sound good. Let's try out this shotgun hi-hat. Let's go ahead and actually turn this down. I want this to be pretty quiet, just like a little accent note, really. And actually, let's go up a couple notes and see if it sounds better. Let's go ahead and duplicate this over really quick, and I want to do a little bit of a change up, maybe towards the end of this right here. Maybe we'll just pick another chop to use. Yep, I like that. Also, maybe we drop out the drums right here, and that'll just be like a switch up, right? It'll come in, it'll play that part, and then it'll drop back into the original. Let's see how that actually sounds now. Yes! All right, that is perfect. All right, and for the arrangement, we're gonna keep it super simple, just like in his song. What I wanna do is go back to the sample, find a little chunk that we can play at the beginning, and then it's just gonna drop right into the beat, and it's just gonna carry on. Super simple on arrangement. All right, guys, and before we take a listen to the final beat, all of the sounds that we used in this track you can find at Audio Hacks, and there's links for those in the description below. And besides that, guys, always remember that consistency is the biggest catalyst for success. So all you have to do is show up every day with a positive mentality, and everything in this world is yours for the taking. Now let's hear this beat.